Why do I have a nut in a jar of muriatic acid? Let me show you. Just doing some work on the side yard today. Let me walk over to the little workbench and not breathe that. All right, so I've got this Bumperette for the vet, and the threading, or the internal nut that it goes inside there, was toast. It was completely rusted. I threw out the rusty parts, but it is similar to, it's supposed to be, I might have to replace this one too. It's supposed to be like that. This one is garbage too. I'm probably going to do the same thing. So I'm putting new threads inside there. And so what I've got is these 7/16 nuts, right? I got 2 of these. And I checked them. And I just cut a slot in there. And I'm going to slide this guy right in there. And then it will sit in there. Can I show you? Let's see. Yeah, it'll just sit in there like that. But, you know, lined up. And then I can just weld it. I could probably just weld it from the side. Put a couple little welds right there from the side, and that'll work. I might either slot or drill a couple holes on either side of here, and I can just go straight in with a weld. But I think it just has to be tacked in place, because once you put the bolt in, it's actually going to just hold itself in place, right? It's not going to go anywhere. So I really just need enough. Probably one spot weld, boom, after I clean up the other surface, and that's it. So that's what I'm doing. So I put some muriatic acid on this guy. Why? Because these are. Where's the other nut that I just? Oh, it's in here. Let's get it out. Because I'm going to strip this one too. Because these are zinc coated and they're not going to weld very well. So don't try this at home. We get some glass or plastic, put some muriatic acid. I just use stuff for the swimming pool. Drop it in there, and it'll go ahead and take all the zinc coating off of it. And then you got bare metal, just bare whatever that's made out of. Hopefully something good. All right. So that's what I'm doing. You can neutralize that process too with some baking soda, which I'll probably do. And I do not recommend. Sometimes I was trying to clean up rust with muriatic acid, which you can do as long as you can wash it all off really well. Because if you leave it, never put muriatic acid on cast iron, because it'll get into the pores and stay in there. Might be able to use it on this. I don't know. I might try to. Yeah, maybe I'll put some on, just clean up the rust, and then I can wash it off and dry it off really well so it doesn't flash over. See, and that's already done. That's finished. So those are ready to go. You see, they're pretty nice now. Can you see them in there? Hello. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. I'll show you guys when I have progress. So there's been a slight change of plan. I did make this, hole in here successful so I could get this bolt in, or that nut, and weld it. But there was a little bit of, bubbling up rust on here. And so once I started digging into it, I found this, which, obviously needs to be fixed. At first, I was thinking, I'm just going to bail on this. I'll just get a replacement. But you know what, you guys? Right now, these pieces, these bumperettes, or what they call bumper guards, are $200 each for a decent one. There's some I could get, I think, for about 75 or 80 bucks, but then they still need to be re-chromed. So now I'm thinking, I kind of want the challenge of either I will fix this. It's not that hard to fix. It's pretty flat, little slight curve, pretty flat. And honestly, I just dug into this with a little Dremel, and the infected area is not that big, a little bit bigger than this. So I think if I just take this out a little bit more, and then I could just do a patch. And also, not that it's an excuse, but this is going to sit in the car this way. So that thing is down on inside, practically under, you're not going to see it. It's not a high visibility area. So I think I'm just going to try to save this. So that's the plan right now. So either I will do the repair here at home, or I'll just have the chrome shop do it, and it depends what price they give me, but I think they could do a better job than I can, obviously. So that's what's happening. The journey continues.